Hey guys, Soberoni of G&A Reviews here with the much anticipated Moon Goddess event guide. Do Moon Goddesses dream of dumplings? I believe it was Dangos in the Japanese version. I don't know if that's a localization or whatnot, but anyway, this is going to be a relatively quick quote-unquote guide. It's just an overview of the event. This event is actually quite different from the Nero Fest. It's more narrative based. It's not just a series of quests. Think of it as an extension of the main story if you want to, but we'll get into that. Let's first find out what this event's about. So the summary for the event is: tonight's the Moon Festival, a time when people gaze at the moon and give thanks to the Moon Goddess. To celebrate, Chaldea has prepared its own mini Moon Festival. As such, we've been making lots and lots of nice dumplings. Wait, where are all the dumplings? So, I'm guessing we're gonna have to find all these dumplings. The event summary is pretty straightforward. It starts on August 17th, which is Thursday, and it lasts until August 24th. So, a nice, a little over a week there. It's more story driven, like I said. You're going to be essentially, the Nero Fest did not have any story elements to it. It was just basically running through a series of quests. This is more like an extension of the story. I don't believe it's actually part of the story, but it has its own little story that was written by Nasu, so there is more of a feel to it. You're going to go through different levels. They're connected in some way, and it gets progressively harder, just like these story missions would. To be honest, guys, I'm always straight up with you guys. I love Nero Fest. I'm not too crazy about this Moon Festival one, only because in the Japanese version, it was one of the worst events, and I'm going to be straight up and honest. I'm not super excited about the event. I am excited to see where the story goes, because I have no idea what the story for the event is. And these, events usually are comedic, so I expect some good comedy in there. But as far as the gameplay itself, don't expect anything as intense as Nero Fest. It's not that type of event. Do expect a ton of farming. We will get into that, but there will be... If you thought Nero Fest was bad with those medals, you ain't seen nothing. So, going along with that, let's take a look at the event limited craft essence. So just like how Nightless Rose was the limited craft essence for Nero Fest, the limited craft essence for the Moon Festival event is Moonlight Fest. It increases, it's a 5-star drop, or 5-star craft essence that increases critical star drop rate by 15% and increases crit strength by 15%. This is actually a pretty good craft essence. It's, like I said during Nero Fest, some craft essences from events are better than others. Some are horrible, some are great. This is on the better side. If you're able to limit break this, if you get 5 of them, which good luck with that, but if you do get 5 of these, it's a pretty strong. I believe it goes up to 20%. So, increased critical star drop rate by 20% and an increased crit strength by 20%. That's a very strong craft essence on any kind of crit servant. Especially goes well with Orion, who we will get into later. But it also increases your dumpling drops by 3. Dumpling drops are the event currency this time around. Just like it was medals for Nero Fest, the dumpling drops are the thing that is going to be farmed that you need to shop for, or that you need to use in the shop to exchange for items. So the fact that it increases it by 3 is pretty handy. So you're going to want as many Moonlight Fest as possible. Speaking of the shop, there are 2 types of dumplings. There are moon dumplings, which are the currency you use to trade for things in the shop, and then there's special dumplings, which are like golden, which you can convert into moon dumplings once you're done with the story. But they're primarily, if I recall correctly, their primary focus of those things is to open up new story missions. So you have to farm the gold dumplings, or the special dumplings, in order to open up new areas that you can then farm for more special dumplings to open up other new areas, until you have all the areas open, and then you can just farm the regular moon dumplings to clear out the shop. And the items in the shop this time around is a little bit more fleshed out. It looks like, of course, you can trade your event item, which is the special dumplings, for regular dumplings. You can also buy the 3-star EXP for 30 of them in exchange for 10 dumplings each. You can buy the 4-star one, the 4-star experience, max of 20, each cost 20 dumplings. They also have archer, rider, and assassin pieces. I don't know why, that kind of throws me off. I wish it was like berserker pieces, because I really need them. But if you need archer pieces, rider pieces, or assassin pieces, this is your event. They're also going to be archer, rider, and assassin monuments. So any assassin, archer, or rider you need to level up, have a ball. You're gonna want to, even if you don't, you're gonna want to prioritize getting these pieces and monuments. So just getting 20 of them, that's gonna come in real handy if you eventually roll a good rider, assassin, or archer. And there's tons of good archers and a few good riders coming up as well. You might not have a good assassin for a while, so we'll put that on hold. But they also sell 10 of each hero crystal for, HP and attack. And you have the Moonlight Fest craft essence. Only 3 of them though. So the other 2 that you need to limit break the craft essence, you have to get them by pure luck from a drop on the quest. I know some of you guys from Neurofest were like, "Oh, Sober, I found like 20, Nightless Rose craft essence that dropped." And other people were like, "I farmed this stage like 100 times and not one single thing dropped." That is the luck of the draw. I wish you all luck in getting this craft essence, because it's actually quite good. I know I might try and farm a bit for it, but my hopes aren't too high. It's a very strong, very good craft essence. But there are no ascension items in the shop this time around, just the pieces and monuments. So it doesn't look like the shop is going to be too difficult to clear out, but if memory serves correctly, the farming in this event is something else. Let's just put it that way. And that's probably the primary reason why I'm so not looking forward to it. On the other hand, on the good note, there are a number of good things in this event. Aside from the craft essence, you are going to get quite a few summoning tickets. I think it's like 5 summoning tickets, 4 or 5 summoning tickets, just from beating missions and stuff in this event. So that should give you a good chance at the event gacha. Speaking of which, the event gacha. So we have a new limited servant for the event is Orion, 5-star archer. I'm going to actually cover him in a separate spotlight going up later on today, probably in the evening. So look forward to that, just so you guys can know if Orion is somebody you want to roll for. Personally, I'm not going to be rolling for Orion because I'm saving up for Tamamo and the servants that come out when Okeanis comes out. So that's just me. If you want to roll for Orion, good luck to you guys. Very much good luck. I hope you do get every servant you want. But in addition to Orion, you also have a rate up for several other servants, several other pickup servants. So basically everyone that's in the gacha banner is on rate up. There's also a number of craft essences that have a rate up as well. So first off, Orion. I'm going to go more in detail with Orion later in my specific servant spotlight, but for now, Orion's an arts archer, 11,107 max attack, 14,553 max HP. Noble Phantasm deals significant damage to a single enemy, decreases their attack for 3 turns, and is a chance to decrease Noble Phantasm charge. So that's Orion. Look forward to my spotlight on him later on. Next up, the pickup servants. We have, I can never pronounce her name. Is it Senna? Is the TH silent? Is it just Senna? Assassin. Anyway, 4-star assassin. Medusa's sister. Max attack 8985, max HP 11,518. Buster Noble Phantasm, high chance to inflict death on a male, inflicts charm and decreased defense. She's not very good, but if you do have her, the pickup servants in this gacha, I'm not sure in this event if they increase drops, because I know in most events any servant that's in the pickup gacha is usually like a special servant that if you use them, they increase whatever currency in the event, they increase the drop rate of it. So like the craft essence made the dangles drop by, or the dumplings drop by 3. Usually a servant gives an extra dumpling per. I'm not sure if that's the case this event, but maybe. I have to look more into that. Anywho, Marie Antoinette is also in the pickup gacha, so if you don't have Marie Antoinette, now's your chance. She's going to be on Rate Up. If you need a good rider, I do recommend Marie Antoinette. I haven't done a spotlight on her yet, but she's pretty decent. I don't want to spoil too much, but max attack 8,293, max HP 12,348, quick Noble Phantasm, Guillotine Breaker, deals heavy damage to all enemies, restores HP to all allies, and dispels debuffs from all allies. Speaking of riders, we also have Ushi Wakamaru. I mentioned her in the free-to-play guide. I absolutely love Ushi. She's very, very strong. She's a very strong single-target rider. Max attack 7,076, max HP of 9,028. Her Noble Phantasm is quick. It deals significant damage to a single target, and greatly increases critical star drop rate for 3 turns. Then we also have Jingke, who's on Rate Up. If you need a strong assassin, I also recommend Jingke. I briefly touched on her in the same free-to-play video. She's quite good, but definitely worth getting if you don't have her already. She's an assassin, max attack 7,207, max HP 8,293. Her Noble Phantasm is quick, and it deals significant damage to a single target with a medium chance to inflict death, and receives numerous critical stars, but she does receive damage. I believe she takes, I don't know if it's 1,000 damage or 500 damage, but she does take damage whenever she uses her Noble Phantasm. Okay, so we went over the... Oh no, these are new craft essences. So in addition to Moonfest, you can also get 3 more craft essences from the gacha. The first of which is, well, Moonfest you can't get from the gacha, but these 3 you can. Moon Goddess's Bath, which restores 500 HP each turn, and increases dumpling drop amount by 100%. So that's actually pretty good for this event. It literally cuts your farming in half for each of these. So having this on a servant is actually going to be very, very efficient for farming. The effect itself, restoring 500 HP each turn, isn't bad. It's better if you limit break it. I forget if it goes up to 750 or 1,000 each turn. Probably 750, but it's a decent craft essence for a tank. Nothing too crazy. I definitely don't think it needs to be a 5-star, but worth getting. Moony Jewel is the 4-star craft essence, increases charm resist by 80%, and for this specific event, it increases the dumpling drop amount by 2. This is useless. I mean, it's useful for this event because it increases dumpling drop amount, but charm resist is probably the least useful resistance you can ever have, period. So you're never going to use it outside of this event. If you like Rin, go for it. I love Rin in this craft. She looks really cute. So, you know, that's the best thing I can say about that craft essence. And finally, there is the Moon Cell Automaton. There we go. Moon Cell Automaton. I think that one is actually not event limited. That one stays in the gacha. But it is a 3-star that increases quick arts and Buster card effectiveness by 3. In this event, it increases Dumpling drop rate by 1. It's not a bad 3-star craft essence. If you limit break it, which is fairly easy to do, it increases all your cards basically by 5%. It's not bad. It's actually better than Moony Jewel, but not by much. And then, of course, Orion. So that's pretty much the event. Yeah, like I said, it's not as complicated as Neurofest was. It's not going to be as challenging as Neurofest was. I'm just going to be straight up with you. There probably are going to be a couple of quests that are like just a little bit more difficult, but it's not a gauntlet like Neurofest was. This is not a challenge event type of event. This is more just like a fun story, and you get to farm for a bunch of stuff that you get to trade in for items that you may or may not need. So that's pretty much the gist of this event. It's not particularly... Normally events like this I'm fine with, and they're usually good. There is one particular problem with this event. I'm pretty sure they didn't fix it, but essentially in the Japanese version, when this event first came out, they messed up the economy of the event, and it became more efficient to farm the 5 AP like beginner level quest for the Dumplings than it was to farm the higher level ones. So the event just evolved into play the 5 AP quest like hundreds of times to get enough dangos or dumplings to clear out the shop. That's what the event was. It's mind-numbing grinding of a really low-level quest. So hopefully, I pretty much extremely doubt it, but maybe they fixed the economy of it. Otherwise, you're just going to be grinding a 5 AP quest with like level 5 enemies for, you know, 100 times over, which isn't the most fun thing in the world. But nevertheless, I do look forward to the story of the event. I will be live streaming the event, possibly over the weekend. I'm going to do a few test runs. I've never live streamed before, so bear with me. I'm going to try to do it over the weekend. Hopefully that goes through, and if I do get it to work, I'll be sure to let all of you guys know with a probably 2 or 3 hours in advance. I'll post a video. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. If you are planning on rolling for Orion, the best of luck. This is nowhere near as intense an event as Neurofest was, so don't worry about having high-level servants or anything like that. The last quest in the event may be a bit difficult, but it's nothing on the level of Neurofest. You know, just have... You probably don't even need to really prepare for this. If you cleared Neurofest, you have no need to prepare for this event. You're golden. So just use this event as a chill event to get whatever you need from the shop, and make, I don't know, some extra QP. Anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed this little overview. I look forward to the event, even if I'm not expecting too much from the gameplay. I do look forward to the story. And who knows, I may throw a summoning ticket or two at the gacha. Just for the sake of it, you never know. Maybe I'll end up getting Orion and blowing all my luck and then never getting Tamamo again. Who knows? Oh, man. Alright, guys, that's all I've got to say about this event. I'll see you guys. Look forward to my Orion Spotlight that's going up later tonight. I'll let you guys know as well if I'm going to live stream this event or when I'm going to live stream this event, possibly over the weekend, Saturday or Sunday. Also check out my spotlights for Lancelot and Altera that just went up earlier today. And yeah, that's about it. Alright guys, see you guys next time. Soberoni out. Peace.